Hello and welcome everybody. It's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here with November. Pick a card. And Leopard, my Bengal cat who hardly ever comes to grace us with his presence, is here. Leopard. But yeah, he's not a very friendly boy, unfortunately, but there you go. Anyway, we're going to do pick a card for November, and it's simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5, and I will do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. And you can have more than one number if you would like, and we'll do it on the leopard's back if he cooperates. Okay, so have you got your number yet? I've got mine. And we're going to start with card number 1. Card number 1. And just see what I can see. Closing my eyes now for November. If you pick card number 1. Gates are opening. Okay, so you may have had some sort of boundary around your life. It's sort of not a huge boundary, but just your personal space perhaps. And I feel like you're letting that wall down or letting that gate open a little bit more. And it could be to do with your home as well, maybe the people that you allow to enter your home. Maybe you're living with somebody and they bring people around and you don't really like them, but you sort of put up with it. There might be a change in attitude. You think, oh, well, give them a bit of a go and see what they're like, or something like that. You could soften your stance in some way. Let's see what card comes up. If the leopard will let me do this. Okay. The card that comes up is the 4 of Cups. Okay, so this sometimes is about relationships, from especially, they could be current relationships or past relationships, but these are the sorts of relationships that are based on a really spiritual love, a connection between the two of you. And so you might let your guard down perhaps to do with somebody in one of these relationships. See these white roses? There are spiritual connections here, but sometimes it brings a bit of despondency or sadness, and you don't know perhaps if you can really trust this person because they might just do the same thing again. Okay. There's growth here for you anyway, and you'll see here on these white roses, there's growth. There's some sort of spiritual contract here between you, to be quite honest. Okay, so you might have just memories of the past, or it could be a current relationship. All right, close my eyes now. We're going to card number 2. Card number 2, a crown. It's not gold, it's not silver, it's sort of like a champagne type of colour. It's not even rose gold, it's yeah, more champagne I would call it. And this is on your head. It's a crown of a spiritual crown. It's suggesting that you have a balance going in your thinking between male and female. Okay. Put that one there perhaps. And now let's choose the card and we'll see what comes up. Okay. This card keeps coming up all of the time. It's the 7 of Cups. Sometimes there's a sort of sacrifice here, but it's also about reaching out for spiritual attainment and success. It's not necessarily easy, and especially as there could be some sort of cloudy thinking or confusion about how you reach out for spiritual success or attainment, how you reach that. Sometimes it's in multiple areas of your life, and you have to stand firm and assert yourself whilst doing this. That's card number 2. Okay, card number 2. All right, card number 3. I'll close my eyes. What do I see for number 3 in November? I see the Holy Grail, but again, it's not gold, it's champagne coloured. and this is like the elixir of life, the fountain of youth, bringing more energy and vitality to you. And again, it's a balance between the gold and the silver, the masculine and the feminine. Okay, if you're interested in these sorts of things, maybe look up the legend of King Arthur, which is about balancing the opposites, because his ancestry was both Roman and also the Picts. It was about the intuition and the wisdom versus the logical thinking of the Romans. Okay, and he was such a man that he could actually embody both those opposite energies, which in those days, which we don't really know when that was, approximately somewhere between 450 and 650 AD. There's not very much in written word about it, so it's legend, but you get the general gist. Oh, okay, so this one comes up for number 3. It's the Hermit card. You may need time alone. You may need to sit and reflect on everything that's happened in your life. And there also is a wolf dog, which is all about learning and education. But it doesn't have to be formalised learning. It can just be learning from your experience, so that you can teach other people at a later date. They're both seated on a mountaintop because they have met the challenge, the wolf dog and this person, and they have overcome the challenge. So they've reached the top of the mountain. You can be a light to the rest of the world, actually. You can shine your light and be a beacon, because God knows the world needs it now. All right, and now we're doing card number 2. Card number 2, closing my eyes now. What do I see for November? Okay, this is interesting. I don't know how much I can say because it's YouTube. I won't tell you the picture because I might get banned. But it is about, I know the symbolism, it is about entering into the feminine, use your imagination, in a very deep and purposeful way, and it's like you're really taking on the feminine energy more so than usual this month in November. Let's have a look and see what card number 4 shows us. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful feminine energy here. Very astute businesswoman, gets a lot done. People quite admire this woman, this feminine energy, because she's very good at making money, but she does it in a very generous, or not so much generous, but a loyal, honest sort of way. Like, there's no funny business with her. She takes action. She's seated on a gold throne. That's just basically saying, yes, she has the material world under her control, basically, and has things the way she wants, but she takes action to get it. But she does do it in quite a spiritual way, and people look up to her. So an honest, intelligent, astute businesswoman here, if you've picked card number 4. Can you connect with that yourself, that energy, or perhaps you'll meet somebody like that, if the leopard lets you. Okay. The leopard is 13 years old, and he was brought up by another cat I had called Pax Cat, who was a refuge, who was from the cat refuge. We had Pax Cat when he was about 5 weeks old. Long story, but anyway, Pax Cat brought him up, and Pax Cat died about 4 years ago from cancer, and unfortunately Leopard never recovered, so he's been a bit of a cranky puss ever since, but he is purring now. It took about 2 years for him to purr, but he is purring occasionally now, and he doesn't like Prince Harry at all. Okay, card number 5. 5 is alive. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Okay, cutting through something. There's a pipe here. Okay, watch for plumbing problems on the physical level, but it could also indicate plumbing problems on a esoteric or, another level. maybe urinary tract infections or something like that. Kidneys, perhaps. Stones, kidney stones. Make sure you drink a lot of pure water. My husband sometimes gets kidney stones if he doesn't drink, and then I have to say, did you drink? When he does certain things, he'll go away somewhere when he travels and he forgets to drink water, so we always make sure that he takes a big thing of water. Okay, so yeah, plumbing problems there. And then spiritually speaking, perhaps there's some sort of issue with emotions leaking out all over the place as well. That can sometimes... He's just not going to cooperate. Yeah. All right, card number 5. 5 is alive. Let's see what comes out for card number 5. And I close my eyes. What do I see? I'm in a bazaar. It's all about shopping and buying trinkets and things like that. Don't rip the cards up. Yeah, he's fascinated with these cards and normally doesn't care less about them. Yeah, so shopping, marketing, and the word is bazaar. You could go to one of those sorts of markets where they produce a lot of handmade baskets and things like that. Yeah. Okay, let's see what card we get for number 5 is alive. Okay. Right. The King of Cups, about getting in touch with your emotions. This person is very intuitive. Ow! Don't bite me. Straight through my fingernail. Great. This person is very intuitive and speaks on a very high, wise level, like the frequency, the things that he says are very wise. So you could meet somebody like this, or you could come into contact with this energy within. It's a fatherhood figure, but in the positive sense, in touch with his subconscious here, and very successful in the outer world, but it's not so much, that's not his focus. His focus is having a broad range of experience and being in touch with his emotions. Yeah. Sorry, these cards are just totally out of order. King of Cups is usually quite a generous man, very magnanimous, will help you out, in some way. You could have a relative, like even an uncle could be like this, perhaps. So it's a fabulous energy, and it's also, he's also, because he's seated on a shell here and has a shell at the back, he's also in touch with his subconscious and his emotions. Okay. All right, so that's it for November. Sorry, this is a bit of a schmozzle, but yeah, that's how it goes. I've forgotten which one was where now. That one was down the front somewhere. Yeah, maybe it was something like that. Maybe. Anyway, have a fabulous month. I hope everything goes well for you, and I'll be continuing on with the November horoscopes now. Okay, thanks again. If you're new, subscribe Me Alive and hit that notification bell right now. Have a wonderful month, everyone. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.